This video is sponsored by Editor's Keys. For a great selection of video editing and recording products, visit editorskeys.com.
Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids and this is my unboxing and first look of the GoPro HD Hero 2 Motorsport Edition. This is one of these action cameras that records in full 1080p HD video. Now I've also got a little accessory to the side here that I'm going to unbox within this video as well, but please do watch all the way to the end because you will see some annotation links on your screens with some video footage, some really awesome video footage captured with the GoPro HD Hero 2. So let's pop this to one side, and the first thing I'm going to do is just unbox this accessory. So this is the GoPro battery pack. It's available for around about the sort of £39 mark, around about $40 in the US. And this is a very useful addition to the GoPro accessory range because it's always wise to actually purchase a new or spare battery to go with your product. I can never get these packages open. I hate the way they pack them, but let's keep this positive. Let's go in from this end. This looks a bit more promising, and we can get all of the product out of the box. So we've got the main products here, and then we've got a little accessory pack. So inside here, this is beautifully presented. We've got a waterproof door. So this snaps on to the back of the GoPro HD Hero 2 camera to accommodate this back, so you can actually attach it to the back of the camera. And then we've also got a non-waterproof skeleton door with a little mount in here as well. So this is an extra door, and this is called a skeleton door because it's got sort of inputs and outputs, sort of little cutouts in the bottom, so this isn't a waterproof one. And then we've got a USB cable, so this is going to be used for charging this off of a wall charger. You don't get a wall charger supplied, you have to supply your own USB power to it. And then we've got a little little battery pack back manual and warranty information here as well, which shows you how to use everything. So it sounded expensive at the beginning of this video, didn't it? Sort of almost £40 just for a battery, but you're getting a lot of accessories in this box to go with it. And then we've got the battery itself. So this is just a standard GoPro battery, 3.7 volt, 1100 milliamp hour lithium ion battery. So that's great that I've got a spare one, because when I'm out and about recording, I don't want to worry about running out of battery power. And then we've got the what's called the battery backpack. Let's just get this out of the packaging. And this is great. So I think this probably slides. How do we get this open? I'm going to say that we probably pinch in here and this should slide open. Probably one to read. Oh, there we go. So it's just a matter of clipping that off so it doesn't slide. And this is where you're going to put the battery. Let's just demonstrate that. Get that battery back out. And the battery just goes into the charger like so. Clips into place. And then we're going to put this cover back on. Get it the right way round. Like so. And then you can push this to get a level meter on your battery, so you can check how much power you've got in your batteries. And then you can use this independently, so I can plug this in with the supplied USB cable and charge my battery off the camera, so I've always got a spare one. Or I can in fact snap this onto the back of the camera itself and charge it whilst it's on the camera, and also increase the battery life of the GoPro HD Hero 2. So that's it for the battery backpack. As I say, this is going to cost you around about the sort of £39 mark in the UK, around about $40, maybe $45 in the US. So let's get that HD Hero 2 camera unboxed so you can see what you get. So here we go, let's get the HD Hero 2 unboxed. There's some little sort of tabs to release on the side, and once they're released, this should slide off. Here we go. And we are in to the main compartment. Let's just have a very quick look on the back here first of all. This gives you an idea of some of the specifications. So we've got an updated lens on the Hero 2, 2 times sharper. We've got a mini HDMI port on here as well. Captures 1080p up to 30 frames per second. If you drop down to 720p, 60 frames per second. So you've got an option of doing some real slow-mo stuff in here as well. Video format is H.264 MP4 file format. Superb to hear that. Auto white balance, and we've got exposure control as well, spots or center weighted on the exposure. Also captures up to 11 megapixel stills on here as well, and it uses a full-size SDHC card, so not a micro one, it's a full size. Average recording time is 4 hours on a 32 gigabyte card, 2.5 hours of recording from a full charge, which is really good to hear. So anyway, let's stop reading the specifications. Let's see how we get into this. And you're experiencing this the first time that I am, so you can see exactly what this unboxing experience is like. So we've got this to unwrap. This is very cool. All the way round, and there we go. That releases the camera. Look at that. So we'll take that off straight away, and this is the GoPro camera itself. Wow. How do we get this off of this base? Does it just unsnap? Am I being a noob? Here we go. So we've got to unbox it. We've got to do this. There we go. So they actually mount it onto the top of the box. So we have to push these two tabs in, and then it should just slide off. So there we go. That's really cool. So this is the camera itself, and I'll give you a closer look at this in a short while. What I want to see is what else is inside here. So really nicely presented actually, and not too difficult to get into. I'm one that doesn't read instructions, so I needed it to be easy. Here's the instruction manual and warranty info. So this is going to give you everything you need to get up and running, as well as all the features of the camera. Looking good there. I'm going to have to read on this one, which is unfortunate. And then we've got the main contents of the box. I know you've been watching for a long time, so let's get on with this. We've got a back door for the camera. This is like a skeleton back door, so not a waterproof one. There's a waterproof one on here at the moment, but with the skeleton one, it just gives you access to some of the controls on the camera. We've also got a battery included, 3.7 volt, 1100 milliamp hour, the same as the battery that comes with that battery backpack. We've got a couple of stickers in here, 3 stickers, so we can plaster those on my car. Maybe I'll put one on my Mini. And then we've got a USB cable, obviously for charging the camera. And then we grab this section out, and we're down into another section, which we shall take this completely out of the box. And this is going to be all of the mounting options. So let's make some space. We shall display this nicely for you. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these sticky pad mounts. Let's just grab one out. They all look primarily the same, just slightly different shapes. So these are sort of low profile mounts, 3M sticky tape on the back, and then we can sort of slide the camera on and off of these easily. Really excited with this one, because this camera is destined for some really cool videos for you. So really looking forward to sharing those videos. Then we've got some extra little bits here. Not sure what this is for. This is, I'm going to have to read again on this one. This is obviously for some sort of lanyard connector, or to maybe stop you losing the camera. So include a little bit of plastic there. Then we've got the main mount, and this is the Motorsport Edition. You can get different editions, like an outdoor edition as well, and they all come with a different selection of mounts. Well, this one's the Motorsport one, so it comes with a big suction cup. So this is going to sort of suction onto maybe a windscreen or a car bonnet, and then you mount the camera onto this as well. And there we go. So we've got sort of some suction control there for making it a real tight, firm fix. You don't want to go losing your camera. And then we've got some sort of turning points here and a push to release as well. That's really cool. That's a very, very strong mount. And this is the sort of camera they use on Formula 1 cars. So when you're seeing in-car footage on the racetrack, this is the camera and the mount that they use. Very robust, really cool. And then we've got a couple of extra mounts, and that completes what's in the package. I'm not sure what these are called at this stage, because again, this is just an unboxing, but we've got an angled mount here, and then we've got a second sort of right angle adjustable mount as well. So all different mounting options with the camera. And these would be used in combination with this base plate here and these sort of sticky pad mounts. So let's have a look at the camera very quickly. This is it inside the housing. Let me just loosen this off a little bit if I can. There we go. So this is inside the housing. So this is waterproof as it stands. And we've got a protection bit over the lens here. we've got a button here which pushes through onto the button on the main camera, and on the top we've got another button here. So this is going to be menu control. This is probably to start and stop recording, and these push through onto the actual sort of the buttons that are on the camera itself. And then to open this, we've got this latch, and we pull up on this latch and then open it up like so, and then that releases the back door. So we can hinge this down and actually gain access to the camera. Now I'm hoping this will just sort of come out nice and easily. There we go. So this is the camera itself. Wow, that is tiny, so much smaller than I thought it would be. Really, really nice. So we've got a good lens on here. We've got a little LCD display. This button here, which was replicated on the waterproof case. We've got an LED light here. I'm assuming this accepts some input from a remote control. Another LED light on the bottom. On the side here, input for an external microphone. We've got the USB connector for charging. We've also got an output for the video cables. On the top here, I'm assuming this is a microphone. Another LED light, record button. On this side, we've got SD card slot, mini HDMI, and on the bottom, I think I already showed you this, another LED. On the back, we've got another LED as well, and I'll explain why we've got all those LEDs very quickly. When you're recording, you want to be able to see that it is actually recording, so these light up when they're recording, and you want to be able to see them from all different angles, so you know you're not missing any action. And then this is this connector here, and this is what we can use for that battery backpack. You can also get an LCD monitor for this, which is around about £60, and they're also developing another backpack called a Wi-Fi backpack, which will allow you to remote control these cameras. That's due out any day now. We'll be trying to get hold of one of those. And then if we just pull this back off, I think it's going to come off like so. Here we go. And this actually gives you access to putting the battery in. So very, very well constructed, and just a really nice looking piece of kit. So this is the GoPro Hero 2. It records in 1080p video footage. I said to watch all the way to the end of this video, and the reason is in about 10 or 15 seconds you're going to see some clickable videos on your screen, and that will take you to some awesome footage captured with the GoPro HD Hero 2. So thanks very much for watching. Please do give me a thumbs up on this video. Please do subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.